What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Rich LA. Realize I create happiness. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the bell in order to receive notifications every time I drop a new video. So, you see the topic, right? So I was just, on Facebook, and I saw a question, and the question was, I guess, what's the biggest problem in marriage? Is it finance? Is it sex? Is it communication? Is it love or something, whatever? And I won't say that those aren't the problems, but these are my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I think those are bad questions. You know what I'm saying? Like with most situations, you got to ask the proper question in order to get the proper response or answer, whatever. More than sex, communication, money, all that type of stuff, I think understanding is a problem. I personally define love as the attempt to understand. I believe if I love something, I'm going to try my best to understand it. That's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I think before we get to money, before we get to finance, before we get to, sex and all that type of stuff, and before we get to communication, are you smart enough to love me? You know what I'm saying? Are you smart enough? Do you understand what love is? And to what depth do you understand what it is? You know what I'm saying? Most people are surface level. So their love is going to be surface level as well. But when you have a depth and you have an understanding of something much more deeper, it's like sinking your claw into something. You have a much deeper hold on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand it to a level that's not, you understand it to a greater level, to a deeper level. So, understanding of sex and understanding of what's going on between one partner or the other partner can affect the sex. Understanding traumas and different things from one partner to the other can affect communication, and it can also affect the possibilities of finances and monies and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's about having understanding. It's about, I think if you take your time and get to truly know somebody and know what they stand for at their core, then I think you can move then I think you kind of go toward something else, which then that should lead to love, that should lead to finance, and that leads to communication. Most people aren't even communicating properly with their, their boyfriends or their friends. So how is that even leading to marriage? Most people, they're not even trying to build something moving towards a marriage, and just in general, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you even get to marriage? Because both y'all don't have understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're conscious, you're not going that far with somebody else. If you're aware, you're not going that far with somebody else when there's no understanding. You get what I'm saying? So before we get to those regular topics, you got to go deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Are you being who you're supposed to be to attract who you're supposed to be attracting? The real issue is most of y'all ain't supposed to be married to the person. Most of the people aren't even ready intellectually on any type of level to even be married, because there's no true understanding of marriage from an individual standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hard topic to cover, especially when you knee deep in this shit, or when you 10 years in it. But it's a fact. It's a real issue. Most people shouldn't be married. Most people have no true understanding of love. Most people have no true understanding of what it should represent. Most people don't understand. A lot of people say things like, they want, God is over everything or whatever, but then they go to the courthouse and allow the judge to tell them whether they're married or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's a marriage goes far deeper than a certificate. I heard once that marriage isn't between man and woman, but between love and love, right? I'm not promoting anything outside of the man and the woman being married, because that's where I consider to be natural. But what I'm saying is, once one person doesn't love the other person, the marriage does not exist anymore. There's no longer one. And I don't mean one as in everything, one as in that which marriage is to, and which is love. It takes two to tangle. It takes two to be married. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about a paper. It's not about what God is saying. You decide who you married to or not. God don't. The judge don't. It's you. You have free will. And that other person. So once there is a love disconnect, you are no longer married. Point blank, period. And I'm speaking to a deeper consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So, communication, sex, all that surface level BS sounds sweet. It's a good communication. It's a good conversation starter. You know what I'm saying? But have the real conversation. Peace and love.